dramatic twist in transfer saga, Nico Williams, to stay put until 2035. The transfer poker surrounding Nico Williams has dominated the media for weeks. Bayern and Barca were the biggest names in the draw. Now, there has been a turn of events that few would have expected. Nico Williams has surprisingly extended his contract with Athletic Club de Bilbao until 2035. The club has just confirmed this via X. Most recently, a transfer to FC Barcelona was considered a done deal. More information to follow soon. Back in summer 2024, Nico Williams was at the epicenter of one of La Liga's most talked about transfer stories after his breakout performances during the 2023-24 season and standout showing at Euro 2024. Several elite clubs including Barcelona were keen to secure his signature. He even reportedly agreed to personal terms with Barca as early as June, expressing a clear desire to join Catalonia. However, negotiations rapidly became complicated. While Barcelona were prepared to trigger his €58 to €62 million release clause, there were serious concerns about La Liga's financial fair play rules. Barca were working to free up cap space and sought a staggered payment plan. But Athletic Club demanded the full clause up front and resisted including any exit clauses that could allow Nico to leave if registration failed. Tensions escalated. Athletic's president and former players criticized Barcelona's handling of the deal for its lack of transparency and respect, while Barca insiders expressed frustration that the club wasn't providing sufficient guarantees to secure the move. Meanwhile, rivals like Bayern Munich and Arsenal circled with Bayern, reportedly offering Nico up to €12 million net annually and ready to trigger his clause. Although Bayern reportedly saw a final rejection, the saga remained wide open. Amidst this standoff, Athletic moved quickly to secure their star. By early June, they had initiated talks to extend his contract, offering a significant salary increase and raising his release clause well above €58 million. This was paired with the emotional pull of staying at his hometown club, alongside his brother Inaki, and the opportunity to play Champions League football for Athletic. Then, in early July 2025, Nico Williams surprised many by signing a long-term deal extending his stay until June 2035. The contract reportedly features no exit clauses and a whopping €90 million release clause effectively shutting down interest from Barcelona and other suitors. In his own words, he stayed because what weighs most is the heart. The fallout, Barca's narrative, they believed personal terms were agreed, but couldn't guarantee registration or the financial strength needed, especially after their struggle with Donny. Almost delayed registration. Athletic's win, achieving retaining a star while securing a long-term, highly valuable release clause, demonstrates their strong commitment to Basque identity and stability. In summary, last summer saw intense drama. Barca almost landed a major coup. Bayern and Arsenal sniffed around, but Athletic ultimately reasserted control. Nico's renewal to 2035, with a €90 million clause and no escape valves, brings the saga to a close for now cementing him as a centerpiece of Athletic's future. Nico Williams renews his contract with the Athletic Club until 2035 and clears up any doubts about his future. What weighs most is the heart. The international winger will remain at St. Mames 10 years after his first team debut. Nico Williams has renewed his contract with Athletic Club until 2035, thus clearing up any doubts surrounding his future. The Bilbao club officially extended its contract with the young winger, a key player for the team and the Spanish national team. Strategic renewal after weeks of speculation. In recent months, Williams had been the subject of speculation in the national and international media. His outstanding season with Athletic Club and his performance at Euro 2024 placed him in the sights of several major European clubs. However, the player has decided to remain linked to the club where he grew up. Declaration of love to the club. In its official statement, Athletic Club emphasized that Nico's renewal reflects the player's commitment to the club's values and a solid sporting project. At just 21 years old, the attacker has opted to consolidate his position in Bilbao, rejecting multimillion-dollar offers from Premier League and La Liga clubs. Reference of the present and the future. Since his debut in 2021, Nico Williams has steadily gained prominence, becoming an attacking force for Ernesto Valverde's team. His connection with his brother Inaki Williams and his unbalanced attacking ability have made him one of the most disruptive players in the competition. Although Athletic Club has not revealed the financial details of the new contract, various sources indicate that Nico has been protected with a high buyout clause and no special exit clauses, as in previous renewals. This ensures the continuity of one of the club's greatest assets until 2035. Athletic Bilbao has shocked Barcelona fans by announcing the renewal of their contract with star Nico Williams today, Friday, The Basque club stated that they have signed a long-term contract with the Spanish international star for 10 years, extending until 2035. This comes after everything seemed to indicate in recent days that the player was on his way to joining Barcelona. Nico, who has Ghanaian roots, stated to Bilbao's website, "For me, my heart is the most important. I am where I want to be. This is my home."
Barcelona returned to Nico Williams' dream, striker ready to lower financial demands. Hello everyone, my name is Mike. I'm here to deliver every update on football news. Like and subscribe. Don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments section. FC Barcelona now have a clear path to dream again of signing Nico Williams. The Spanish international striker and one of Athletic club's stars is willing to lower his financial demands to wear the Blaugrana shirt, an important gesture that shows direct support for the project that coach Hansi Flick has personally presented to him. According to Spanish media, the player's representatives have informed Barcelona that he will accept the same gross amount that was discussed a year ago. This shows his willingness to make financial sacrifices in order to join the Catalans. Last Friday, Barcelona sporting director Deco held a meeting in the city with Nico Williams' agent Felix Tenda, a meeting that has reignited the club's interest in the player. Although nothing has been finalized or signed yet, the fact that the parties are sitting down at the table in the middle of the transfer window is a clear sign that negotiations are resuming. A recently published photo of Lamine Yamal and Nico together, shortly after the news of the meeting, has further fueled the rumors. However, Barcelona are not alone in this race. Bayern Munich, who are set to lose Leroy Sane and Thomas Muller, see Nico Williams as a priority after failing to sign Florian Wirtz, who will join Liverpool. Bayern sporting director Max Eberl has stressed that the German club are monitoring the situation carefully and will act after the Club World Cup. Meanwhile, Athletic Bilbao are trying to secure their jewel with a new improved contract, while Arsenal are also in the background, as well as a possible alternative to Barcelona, Luis Diaz. The transfer of Nico Williams is expected to be one of the hottest sagas of this summer. However, after the meeting held in Barcelona, the Catalans once again have something they didn't have before, an open door. Reports, Barcelona meets with Nico Williams' agent to reignite possible move under Flick. FC Barcelona has put Nico Williams back on the table. According to Sport, the club's sporting director, Deco, held a meeting that lasted over an hour and a half with Felix Tena, the agent of the Athletic club winger, at a hotel in the city. The unexpected summit marks a shift in Barca's stance after publicly ruling out a move months ago, as stated by Joan Laporta himself. Nico's release clause resurfaces with European interest. Bayern Munich and Arsenal have shown interest in paying his €60 million release clause, but neither club has addressed his salary demands yet. Williams wants to remain in La Liga and is open to a Hansi Flick coach move, but the registration issues need resolving. Meanwhile, Athletic Club is doing all it can to hold on to the 22-year-old, working on a contract extension that would include a significant salary bump to keep him beyond 2027. However, Barcelona's search for a left winger might tip the scales, especially since signing their first-choice target, Luis Diaz from Liverpool, would cost over $85 million. Barca's situation shapes the strategy. With Diaz's price tag and Barcelona's financial restrictions, the club is forced to look at other options like Nico Williams or even Marcus Rashford, who has also been linked with a move to Catalonia in recent weeks. The meeting between Deco and the player's agent not only reopens the door for a transfer, but shows that both sides are genuinely exploring the possibility. Barca's situation shapes the strategy. With Diaz's price tag and Barcelona's financial restrictions, the club is forced to look at other options like Nico Williams or even Marcus Rashford, who's also been linked with a move to Catalonia in recent weeks. The meeting between Deco and the player's agent not only reopens the door for a transfer, but shows that both sides are genuinely exploring the possibility. Nico Williams' close relationship with several Barca players and his familiarity with the Catalan environment could be key if a move happens. While nothing is official yet, this recent development suggests the club's interest in the Basque winger is still alive and could progress quickly if the financial and sporting conditions line up. Just in, Hansi Flick has already called Nico Williams to explain Barcelona project. With each passing minute, there appears to be a new development in Barcelona's pursuit of Athletic club and Spain winger Nico Williams. The Blaugrana seemed to have moved on from the 22-year-old after being snubbed by him last summer. Luis Diaz of Liverpool instead had been identified as a priority target for the left flank. But things have happened over the past few hours, starting with Deco meeting with Nico's agent, Felix Tena, in Barcelona to discuss the possibility of a transfer. Hansi Flick has spoken with Nico Williams. Now, in yet another major development, Giantis reports that Barcelona manager Hansi Flick has already spoken with Nico Williams over a phone call to discuss and explain his project to the winger. This could be a huge step in the right direction for Nico and Barca as far as the summer transfer is concerned, indicating that the manager has already given his green light to the deal. Nico, for his part, is understood to be crazy about playing for Barcelona and is prepared to make the jump this time around after backing out last summer due to registration concerns. In fact, the UEFA Euro 2024 winner would be ready to accept the same €12 million gross annual salary that Barca had offered him last year. With Flick now believed to have already held talks with the Athletic club winger, the situation might be advancing rather rapidly. Nico has a €60 million release clause in his contract, which Barcelona will need to activate in order to sign him, given the Athletic club would not negotiate a lower fee. With the player seemingly committed to the transfer and Flick also on board, things could heat up in the coming days. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.